Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to crumble!
I'm Joshua Kemble, and welcome to Joshua Kemble's Livestream. I've been a freelance illustrator and graphic designer for over 20 years. I was an art director for 9 years. And when I'm not art directing and working on illustrations and graphic designs, I'm working on comic books and graphic novels, and that's usually what I do during my streams. And while conversations can go all over the place on this stream, from spicy and entertaining to goofy and silly, one thing stays consistent throughout every stream. I'll always be working on art. So pull up a chair, get your art supplies out, and get ready for an entertaining show that'll keep you company while you work on your own personal art projects. This is Joshua Kemble's Art Stream.
Hey guys, welcome to my art stream, or in this case, my music stream. So today I'm going to be doing some pencils for comics, but I wanted to record some music first. And so I am really hoping that basically let's just fingers crossed that you guys can hear me okay. I think I mentioned this last time, but I'm still learning how to direct stream from OBS and kind of discard StreamYard. And so this is another experiment in that. So if you guys are watching and you're in the chats, just kind of let me know. I think that things are actually looking pretty good. I finally connected my stream with my account. And so I think that in theory, I should be able to actually read chats as well, all through OBS, which is really exciting. And I'm going to do an experiment now and see if I can live stream while I'm doing recording on GarageBand. And so I'm going to go back to our daily stream. And I have this really bad camera here just to kind of, because my other camera needs to be direct in. And in order to record audio, basically I'm going to be using my Focusrite, which needs that same input, so it won't work with one of the extension ins. So anyhow, we'll see how that kind of works. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. The way I'm going to start this off is just kind of picking a beat. So I finished my last song that I had recorded the other day, and kind of finished all the audio and stuff like that. And so that's off being mastered. And so now what I'm going to do is attempt, and let me grab a pick here, but I'm going to attempt to just get a verse going, and then that'll probably be it for the stream. So it's just a very short music stream. I have a new GarageBand file pulled up. What I'm going to need to hear from you guys is basic stuff like, can you hear it? That kind of thing. So if you're watching this and you can't hear the audio, let me know, and I'll try to kind of adjust it in real time. But in theory, this should work perfectly. So we'll kind of see how this goes. I'm actually kind of excited about it. So right now I'm trying to find a beat. I'm kind of in a mood where the 4 songs or 5 songs that I've recorded, I think I'm at 5 now for my next solo album, have all been pretty up tempo. So I want to pick something that's a little more chill. So I'm going to try out a couple beats. Can you guys hear that? Let me see. Yeah, you should be hearing that. See, that's interesting. Let's see if we can kind of find something a little more. So we're just going to kind of scale through and find the different beats. At this point, I'm also going to put it at about 50 beats per second, or sorry, 50 measures. I try to do 50 bars, whatever that is. I just bring it to 50 so I have a nice chunk to listen to. And we're going to find something that's a good set of bones to kind of work through. If you guys are watching, though, just definitely give me a heads up in the chat whether you can hear this or not. You can just say, I can hear it, and that would be helpful. All right, let's get back to it and find a beat that works. No, I want something slow. Maybe we're not doing indie pop. Let's try doing something a little slower. Let's try the garage rock settings and see if I can find something that we can kind of mess with and slow down a little bit. That's definitely too fast. B4 track. Let's see what this is. Okay, these are definitely too... Maybe we'll try some R&B rhythms. Weirdly enough, R&B rhythms can be nice and slow, so we'll see how that goes. System overload. Okay. I think I've already used this one, but... I kind of like this. All right, so this might be our rhythm for the first thing. What I've been doing too is doubling with like a sampler of let's see here. Let me just not tell you, but just show you. So I'm gonna make a new track with duplicate settings. I'm gonna kind of bring this down, and then I'm gonna see if I can. Come on, that should have worked. Is it not letting me copy? Okay, Command C. Ah, this is really weird. Usually it'll let me do Alt and drag. It's not letting me drag at all. That's really bizarre. Okay, well, let's try copy, and I'll just bring this here. We'll just do it old school. Maybe it's just my memory, my computer memory. My memory! All right, I'm going to make like an electric drum kit for the second thing, and I want to go to a kind of more like a TR kind of vibe, if I can. Let's see if that works. So let's try like a TR 707 and see how that sounds for the second beat. Oh, computer's catching up. So here I want to turn up the crush. And then I'm going to kind of have the snare down. Let's turn down the hi-hat. Let's turn up the kick. I'm going to turn the high cut down and the low cut up. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's add a little reverb to that. So I'm kind of playing with the effect here. Hopefully you can hear it. And then we'll hear how that sounds with the regular drums. I think that's a little too much. I probably went a little wild with the kick being a little too loud. Let's hear how it sounds without. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's go back to this intro and give it like a count that'll go into it. Like maybe it goes 1 count, maybe it goes 2 counts. Okay. Well, let's hear how that sounds for just like a drum set. Again, this is just backing drums, and then I'm going to probably bust out my Les Paul, which is kind of fun. Maybe I'll have it have a little edge in, like a da-da-do. There we go. Didn't like that so much. Let's try it a little earlier. Maybe an earlier roll in. All right, Right now I'm going to save because we all know how that goes. I'm going to save this because that's a good track to kind of build the beginning of a verse on. This is the only real like sampling kind of thing I do when I'm making these things. I'm working on a solo album where I play every instrument, but the one thing I don't play, on the advice of Jim Lujan, is the drums. I just use like a drum machine, drum track kind of thing. So we'll see if that works. And let me know how the feed is. Hopefully it's pretty smooth. Hopefully this isn't like overloading the feed. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a new track. And this one's going to be guitar or bass. And my instrument's not connected with the Yeti stereo microphone. It's going to be connected with the Scarlett Solo USB. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. And I do still want to hear sound from my same monitor. Hopefully you guys are hearing this okay. It's still pretty early in the day, so I'm not, I don't have a ton of people in the in here kind of checking it out. But I hope you guys are able to kind of see this and check it out. Let's see what's going on with the... It also seems like... Yeah, let's see how this goes. So I think we're kind of in a good spot to kind of start doing something interesting. Let me grab some water. I'll play a real quick trailer here for you guys, and then we'll kind of get into it. So in this case, I'm gonna play. Let's play Kids Say Kemble. I'll be right back. Oh, I thought I was gonna play that here.
You know, the Georgia kids say the craziest things.
So, little Susie, do you have any brothers or sisters? I understand you're in 3rd grade. How do you like that? Do you like your teacher? You like to do a lot of fun things at school? You got any hobbies, Susie? Any things you like to do when you're not in school? I hear you like to read.
Well, right now I'm reading 2 stories written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. It grapples with faith and mental illness. It's ultimately a story about redemption. It's a savage piece of writing. Also, I just finished up Jacob's Apartment, another one by Kemble. Jacob's Apartment weaves together elements of spiritualism and relationship dynamics, as well as atheism. And all the while it deals with abandonment and loyalty. It's a fierce, fierce read.
Do you like ponies?
Okay, and hopefully you guys heard me plug in the input jack. So this is a lovely guitar that I love. Let me move this down a little bit. This is basically my Epiphone 59 Les Paul. It was a limited edition run. It has a little limited edition thing there at the top, basically, but it was like a recreation of a 1959 Les Paul. It was one of the first inspired by Gibson series, and so it has actual Gibson burst buckers in it, and it sounds great. For this album, I'm trying to rotate through guitars just to kind of bring out a different inspiring tone from each one, and so that's probably what I'm going to try to kind of make some music with. But I like this guitar a lot. I'm less comfortable on a Les Paul because I didn't grow up playing Les Pauls, but I like it a lot. The SG, I've recorded a couple tracks on for this album, and that sounds amazing, but this one I haven't been able to play with as much, so it should be fun to kind of mess with. So I have all the tones up, and let's just see, let's tune it up. Let's tune her up first, and then kind of see where we go from there. That's just straight in. Let me make sure you guys are getting volume too. Good, good, good. You are. So just tuning up right now. All right. Now let's play that rhythm and see if we can come up with something okay. Hopefully you guys are hearing this okay. Let me know if the volume's having trouble or anything like that. Here we go. Just gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Let's try the middle. It seems kind of overdriven, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna check the tuning one more time because it sounds a little funky. Check my focus rate. Okay, let's go. Let's try it out. Just gonna mess with it and see what I can come up with. See if I can jam something up here. Okay. We're playing. We're seeing if anything comes up. Anything interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. This is just the playing part, guys. Let's see. 3 that I've got there as a start. Maybe I'll do some open chords for it, but it's going to be kind of interesting to see where we go from there. So let's do something. Let's just feel it out again. Okay. I can kind of dig this. This is no effects, by the way, just straight through. So we'll see how it works. But I kind of like that. So let's try that. I'm gonna track it and see what happens. Maybe I'll screw up. Who knows? Yep, I screwed it up. Hold on. Okay. Do that again because I want to do okay. I think we got a good start there. We're making something. Can you guys hear this? I hope you guys are able to hear the audio here. And let me really quickly reset this so it doesn't shut off for a second. Okay, cool. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that works. I think that's like 4. I think we went 4. So let's see if we can make something of that. Let me put on an effect on this and see if that helps. I kind of like it raw. Well, no, let's hear it raw first and then see if we need to add a pedal or something to it. Oh, I accidentally went to the wrong stream there. Okay. Let's see if this kind of works. Let's just find out, guys. So yeah, let's find out. Let's see how this works. Oh, let's hear it out. see with a little bit of compression how that sounds. Okay, I kind of like it. I feel like this is going 4/4, and then it goes all the way to here to here. Okay. So let's see if we can get it to loop just twice, because I want to loop that twice. So what I want to do here is like shorten this to the very beginning. Let's see if that'll work for... Let's have this just a little bit earlier. There we go. A little bit earlier. Let's zoom in so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. I wanted that in just a tiny bit earlier at the very poke of that. There we go. Let's see if that works. All right, there we go. So let's try it out. How are you guys doing this morning, this fine morning? I have a lot of cartooning to do today. A lot of it I can't do on stream, so I thought it would be fun to kind of stream while I do this. And hopefully, hopefully it's coming through okay. I wanted to give it a shot doing the live streaming while making music, so let's see how it goes. Here I'm going to try something else. Okay, that kind of works. Let's go. Let's just go. Let's try it. Botched it. We'll go back. It's sounding nice, though. I like it. Feedback protection, please. Thank you. We got to start over. It was sounding good, though. I was kind of digging that. Dylan, how's it going? Can you hear the music? I hope so. that's kind of enough to see. I don't know if I'm super happy with that leady thing, but I kind of dig it. Nice. Dylan said it sounds chill. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna see if I want to add an effect to this too. We'll see. Saying I didn't quite hear you. I'm gonna try to turn the volume of the lead a little bit lower. And now let's do one more double track, a new track with duplicated settings. Maybe something else a little creative just to add some texture. We'll see. Oh, I want to turn off that octave pedal. Quite significantly, and let's see if we can add something to it. Let's see if that'll work, but let's see, like a... Yeah, let's try that. It there. I just realized it sounded like I was crying. Let's try that again. That's pretty chill though. I like that sound. I almost wonder if there's something I can put on here to give it like a delay or something, just to like have a little bit of an effect on that. Let's hear it with delay. How would that sound? Okay. Let's turn it like me turn the timing a little bit up. No, let's turn it. Let's flutter it. Let's turn the feedback up too. Let's turn the mix up a little bit. Ooh, now we're getting delay pedal-y. I like it. Let's go to a new. Okay, this is gonna be wild. All right, let's go. Oh, I wasn't supposed to start recording yet. Okay, now. We're gonna stop it there. I like that. Nice. Dylan said it sounds like a 40s, 50s space movie track. Nice. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping so. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna probably lay out some bass real quick, but in fact, let me get my bass guitar. But anyhow, that is my beautiful Les Paul copy. It's basically a 1959 Les Paul remake that Epiphone put out a couple years back. It was the limited edition, inspired by Gibson. Let me turn this off of the track that has delay so it doesn't make that weird frog noise. So yeah, the limited edition Les Paul standard 1959. I love this guitar. It's beautiful. It feels great. It has Gibson burstbuckers, which are great, and Epiphone's a good company, and it came with a good case and stuff. But it has like a real nice, like crunchy raw sound. I'm gonna get my bass guitar. While I get my bass guitar to keep you guys entertained, while I get that set up, let's play Wordzoid. I'll be right back.
Well, Peter, since I'm such a big music fan, I'm gonna have to go with Karen Carpenter. Oh, Stu, I'm sorry, that's the incorrect answer. Trish, what you got for us?
I'm gonna go with Kim Gordon.
All right, let's check that answer. Kim Gordon. Do we have a Kim Gordon? Yes, and that means you're our new Wordzoid champion, Trish. Dale, tell Trish what she's won. Trish, you've won a copy of Two Stories, a memoir of faith and mental illness. Handwritten, hand-drawn, and handed to you by artist and writer Joshua Kemble. But wait, that's not all. You've also won a copy of Jacob's Apartment, the story of a doomed romance. What happens when you take Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and put it in a blender with Ghost World? You get Jacob's Apartment, written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. Trish, thank you for playing Wordzoid.
All right, great job, Trish. I was told I was going to get a lifetime supply of paper towels.
All right, let's see if this works. We'll put this on modern stack. I'm going to go back to this and find... Let's try this again. I'm just going to set some of these on a different setting. Effects. Let's see if these work. Okay. Let's see here. Effects. Okay, let's hear how these kind of all sound now. Let's hear it. Did I just mess up our sound? Dylan said there's a frog in the studio. Oh, hold on a sec. I gotta fix this thing. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, sorry about that. Dylan says, have you played an instrument other than guitar? Yes. I'm kind of writing a song right now. I don't know how long this part's going to go. Like, I might have made it go too long, you know, we'll see kind of once the vocals and once I start. Is my Stingray bass. I love this guitar. It is not a Music Man. It is a Sterling Stingray bass, but it is a beautiful guitar. Wait, can't remember if this is one of the sub series. Yeah, this is one of the sub series. So this is literally like a cheapo guitar. And it is one of the best basses I've ever played. I love this bass so much. It has active pickups too, which is cool. But let's see here. Have I ever played a different instrument other than a guitar? Well, a bass. I'm playing a bass right now. I want to do this on modern stack. Let's tune up the bass. And I'm just gonna mess with a bunch of different bass lines, hopefully being able to get it going. But yeah, this bass guitar is just unbelievable. Like, it's got rolled fret edges, the frets are nice, the neck is perfect. It's just like a beautiful bass. I love it. Beautiful bass, best bass I've ever seen. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can come up with something though. I kind of like that. Let's see if that works. I kind of like that it's basic, but this is a slow song, so it'll be like a... Yeah, something like that. Let's try it. Let's try tracking it. Oh, I didn't start on the count. Right at the end. Oh, I'm gonna punch in there. I'm gonna punch in there because it was such a close to perfect take. Let's punch in there. Oh my gosh, I was so close. Oh, is it gonna let me punch in? Oh, here we go. Oh, it had a delay. Okay, hang on, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. I botched that end part. Here. We'll do it here. Oh! Hold on. Punched at the wrong spot. We're punching, guys. We're punching. We're pulling our punches. All right, let's see here. Let's try that again. Did that not work? That should have worked. Oh, okay, here we go. There it is. We did it. Okay, let me turn off the volume and let's check it out and see how it sounds. Do we need more fuzz on the bass? I don't think so. I think it's nice. It's like a nice, chill, just kind of kickback song. So anyhow, Dylan was asking if I played anything other than guitar. I think that's going to do it. I think we did our music time for the day. I got a solid verse kind of started. It's kind of cowboy chords, but that's okay. I haven't done a cowboy chord song on this this record yet. And that'll be like a nice chill break for like the kind of driving stuff I've been doing on the album. And then we'll kind of see where it takes off to. But whether or not I've played other instruments. Yeah, I played percussion when I was in high school, very poorly in band. And then aside from that, I can mess around, like noodle on, you know, like sometimes I'll play like keyboard backgrounds or stuff like that. But in general, most of what I play are like stringed instruments. I can play ukulele okay. I've tracked ukuleles and stuff, but I am primarily a guitarist. And you can tell I'm a guitarist because real bassists would be going nuts seeing this. Like, that's a pick that I play with, right? And of course, like, I'm not a real bassist, so I can play bass. You know, almost anybody who plays guitar mediocre can play bass mediocre. But like playing bass for real with the ba-do-do-do-do-do, like, you know, where you're actually getting down there, and like, you know, thumbing or fingering your picks or whatever, that's kind of a whole different thing. Hopefully that worked out okay, guys. I'm experimenting with stuff on this stream. And I really appreciate you guys. It's fun to see that I can I share these? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Okay, no, I can't share them, but I kind of wonder if there is a way to show the chats. At some point I'm going to have to figure that out, because I can see the chats now in my I'm just kind of wondering if there's a way to... Is there a way to add the chats? That's what I kind of want to know. Is there a way to add the chats? I'm going to look into it. There's got to be a way to add the chats live to the stream. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with the way OBS has been working direct. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did my music time for the day. And I will see you on the next... Oh, if you want to see albums, like full albums by me, go to Joshua Kemble on Spotify for my solo stuff, and then you can actually go to No Saboteurs on Spotify or music streaming platforms everywhere to hear my collaboration with my two bandmates, where we make rock and roll music. But that's what I'm working on here, is just a chill thing before I kind of dive into working on comics all day off stream. But I wanted to make sure I gave you guys a stream today. If you haven't yet, hit the bell so you get notifications when we're about to go live. Hit that like button if you've been watching this and you enjoyed it. It's kind of a new thing for me, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I will probably be live streaming maybe later today when I start working on stuff other than just the drawing of the comic. For that, I just kind of listen to stuff while I work. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and I'm kind of glad this is working. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Goodbye!